If you spend almost all of your time alone in your room, you don't need to force yourself to go to a club or talk to random strangers to get your life back. You just need to follow a very specific framework that I call the escape plan. Right now, your room has become your whole world, but I'm going to show you the tiny, invisible steps you can take today to finally break free. I'm Steven. A few years ago, I was weak, insecure, and no matter how hard I tried, I could not get a girlfriend. After 3 years of fixing every part of myself, I got into shape, got my first girlfriend. 2 years later, I married her, and now I'm surrounded by amazing friends. And today, I coach young men to build that exact same life, and I put the entire system into a book. So let's start with truth number 1. You use your room to protect your ego. If I could snap my fingers right now and turn you into a best version of yourself, in shape, dressed well, smart, skilled, the kind of man that other guys respect and girls can't stop looking at, would you stay in that room? No chance, of course. You'll be out the door in 5 minutes and enjoying life. So, you don't actually love your room. You are not addicted to it. You are just waiting because you don't feel good enough to go out there yet. And in your room, nobody is judging you. Nobody is rejecting you. So, of course, you keep going back. You are not lazy. You are protecting yourself. And unfortunately, it's working. That is the problem. It's working too well. And then the worst part is that after some time, you believe that you don't deserve to change. You start thinking that guys like you just get this life and that's it. So let me say this to you straight, because nobody else will. You deserve to change. You didn't lose your shot. You are just in a loop, and that loop breaks the second you do things differently. And that is what the rest of this video is for. And this leads us to truth number 2. You should be in solitude instead of isolation. Being alone in a room does not automatically have to be a bad thing. There are two completely different men who lock themselves away, and they do it in opposite ways. The man in solitude locks himself away to read, to train, to learn a skill, to build something, to work on every part of himself. He comes out months later and people don't recognize him. But a man in isolation locks himself to play games all day, watch porn, and escape from everything. He comes out 2 months later looking exactly the same, only he looks older. Same room, same 4 walls, completely different man walks out at the end. So the room was never your enemy. What you do in there is the only thing that matters. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Truth number 3. Tiny steps you can take outside of your room that will make a massive difference in your life. Think about the best things that have ever happened in your life, the best days, the best memories. Were any of them in your room? I'm guessing that everything good that ever happened to you happened somewhere else, around other people, out in the world. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go to a club and talk to strangers. That is useless advice for where you are now. But here is the first step, and it sounds so small, it actually looks like nothing. But tonight, when the sun goes down, go out for a walk. That's it. That's the whole thing. Then tomorrow, go to a cafe by yourself. Then on the third day, go to a gym for one workout, just one. Then on day 4, take your laptop to the park and play video games outside instead of inside. You see how small these things are. Do one of those things every single day, and in a few months, you will be a completely different person. And you will constantly be in places where something can actually happen to you. Plus, you are automatically putting yourself in situations where you can meet new people or even your future wife. Think about it, and this is actually my favorite thing to tell people. You can go to a park to play games on your laptop, and there can be a girl there, and her dog jumps on you, gets you dirty, and she comes over to apologize, and boom. Or you literally drive to a coffee shop that has something new, and you get pulled over by a female cop, and you tell her that you think she's cute. And of course she rejects you because she's on the job, but she's impressed by your balls. but you don't take it seriously and you ask for her name and you tell her you will add her later because it is an amazing story of how you met you can tell to your future kids. And she will smile and she will give you your name and you will find her on Instagram. And later you will ask her out and boom, all because you went outside of your room. A quick thing, if you want to stop being weak and insecure and finally become the man who gets respected by everyone, finds true love, and gets married, I wrote down the exact system that got me there. It's called Top Secret Project and you can grab it on Amazon right now. But you don't just get the book, you also get lifetime access to my private Discord, plus a completely free one-on-one coaching session with me. You just show up and I will map out your exact life plan so you don't have to guess anymore. You are literally getting hundreds of dollars of private coaching just for a cost of one book. And the links to access these bonuses are at the beginning of the book. So click the link in the description to grab it right now. And listen, if you are sitting there worried that this won't work for you, this is exactly why I included the one-on-one coaching call. We remove all the guesswork and make sure it fits your life. But this won't be open for long because I physically cannot fulfill these calls for everyone. So get it while you can and let's get to work. And now, point number 4, and this is about the room itself. Turn your room into your headquarters. Don't hate your room for what it is. Change what it is for. Instead of it being the place to hide in, make it a place that you build in. Put your books in there. Put a plan on the wall so you can see it. Write down what you are working on. Train in there. Do those things and your room stops being the place you are stuck in and becomes the place you come back to because you are actually doing something in there now. It literally becomes your headquarters. So build yourself in that room, but don't forget to live outside of it. That's your escape plan. Now, most of the times, the only reason guys don't leave their house is because they have no friends to go with. So if that is you right now and you want to learn how to find friends, then watch that video right now. Remember, God is real and marriage is awesome.